All right. So everyone hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good. I'm Manish. I work at IGN Entertainment. So to all the gamers out there, I'm pretty sure IGN is not a new name. And I run the backend engineering at IGN. We have been using MongoDB for quite a while, and in this lightning talk, I'm going to go over the architecture, deployment, and how we administer our MongoDB instances. So why did we pick MongoDB? That's the main thing is because it's schemaless. So we cover a lot of games, and not all games have the same set of attributes. So I can't have like a big table and stick every attribute in there. A mobile game is going to have different fields than, let's say, a console game, which is going to have different fields than a PC game. So for modeling games, and similarly for our articles, some articles have video, some articles have a podcast in them. Another thing is easy clustering. So master slave or replica set both have advantages, disadvantages. We can talk about it later. But the clustering is very straightforward when it comes to MongoDB. There is no special setup required. Then as far as the database model goes, it supports in-place updates. So it's I don't run into a lot of dirty writes or dirty reads where I'm getting a record which has been updated before. So it supports in-place updates, and it has out-of-the-box support for some of the very common operators which you end up with. So let's say I'm storing a collection, and I want to push just one element in that collection. So that's going to be push, pull, slice. Similarly, if I have a collection, let's say I have 10 tweets stored in a collection, and then I only want to get the top 5 tweets. So the slice operator works really nice. Performance is another big reason why we picked MongoDB. And then someone coming from RDBMS background, one of the architects at IGN, he was one of the Oracle employees, and then he's the one who kind of introduced MongoDB along with me to IGN. So someone coming from RDBMS background, it's really simple to get started with MongoDB. Another thing is the console, the command line tool for MongoDB is really straightforward. It supports JavaScript. So it's fairly simple for developers because usually developers are very familiar with RDBMS constructs and JavaScript. So I can write my query. The query language is kind of a mixture of JavaScript and JSON, which makes it even more simple. And then of course, there is a community. A lot of meetups are sponsored by Tengen. There is a lot of developer velocity around Tengen and all the drivers, which brings me to the drivers where we have a lot of applications. So we use Mongo with Ruby, Java, PHP, and Scala. We are building a very ambitious services layer as we speak, and that's all using Scala, Scalatra, and Casa. Works great with Scala drivers. Architecture at IGN MongoDB, we use it for storing activities for our social platform, very obvious use case. Blogs and articles, video metadata, game data, analytics for badges, points, and leaderboards. And we don't use any capped collection. There is something which MongoDB offers, which is super awesome, but we haven't used it yet. And for deployment, we have plenty of deployment models right now. We are trying to unify them. So we run it on virtualized CentOS 5.6 instances with 8 to 16 gigs of RAM. MongoDB version, so we have a mixture. We have 181 and some nodes are running 183. And then our social platform is running one master, two slaves. So it's running master slave, so we have a single point of failure there. And the slaves are load balanced behind a whip. And then for our content API, which is the articles, blogs, games, and all that, we have 2 replica sets with 3 members each for content API. So replica sets gives me the fault tolerance to a big degree. And then we don't have sharding for now. So we don't have sharding for now, but there's some, yeah.
What are you using for virtualization on the previous slide? What?
Zen
server?
Zen server.
Zen server?
Yeah. Okay. So administration, I think this is the last slide. We use backups using NetApp Filer snapshots. So filter, I do this type on every single presentation. So we use NetApp Filers and we take snapshots, so kind of hard backups. And then we also use Mongo dump, and we restore using Mongo restore, as it's much more efficient and super duper fast and compact. So when you use Mongo dump, it's much faster and smaller. And then we monitor using Nagios, Munin, and Tengen MMS. There are some MMS slides, paperwork which I saw there. And then we also monitor using the REST API, which comes with MongoDB. So this is about me. I'm on Twitter. I'm Lobster1234. And yeah, and I'm gonna put these slides up on. I'm gonna put these slides up on SlideShare. This is just forward. Hey. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so
All right,
much.
thank you very much.